Alright, so another post-commentary thing. I love these things, apparently. So I tried to play 319, I think Friday when it came out, maybe earlier, and had all, like, the ASOP problems. They fixed that. Everything seems to be working now, and, I just happened to have gotten onto a server with a pretty good server tick rate. You can see in the upper right-hand corner is all the info. If you hit tilde, open up the console and type in r_display info equals 1, it will give you that little readout. And let you tell what is going on. So unfortunately I only really did some FPS missions, but I figured it would be nice to showcase what the FPS AI can really do. I did die a few times. I'm gonna say it's not perfect, but it is a lot better, and you can see at least to some degree what it is. And by the way, like, they want to have a server frame rate of 30. Right here it's like 21, or it's averaging around 21. But yeah. Not too much to mention here. I was playing a bit before I started recording. I just realized, oh hey, I was like, oh hey, the server tick rate's like around 20 instead of 5, because that is typical. That is absolutely typical. Like, maybe 6 max, but typically like 4 or 5 is what you're gonna get. Yeah, I mean, you can see their AI is actually moving around. I literally have never shot an enemy from standing on the bridge from that position down here, which was cool to see, and I think it maybe popped up a few times. Of course, the AO3 is a interesting CQC gun, definitely. But yeah, see, also, I don't have... Oh, this was also... Yeah, so, like, here, I should have probably died from that. That was definitely a big oopsie. The AO3 is not a good rifle for CQC. And, I don't know, it should have been obvious. But, and it was obvious, but I also just wanted to have fun. I should have died, though. Or at least taken a lot of damage. And also should have brought a friend, so if I did die, or if I did go down, it wouldn't have mattered. Oh yeah, and I mean, I guess, okay, in all fairness, the damage I took was delayed. I'm trying to, oh, I remember this. So I don't have an actual readout on what exactly happened, where the enemy was. But I'm just looking through here, just moving through. Assuming maybe they were at the base there. Oh yeah, also I healed up with the med pen, but it didn't fully heal, so it just topped off with the med gun attachment. Went over here and was like, oh, that's where you are. Missed a few times, but heck, that is rather surprising. Also, sometimes with the salvo, and we'll get to this salvo stuff, but a few times I have noticed the salvo when I try and charge, when I try and hold down the fire button to charge, it doesn't want to work. Oh, but this is a, one with the hostile turrets, and I'm going in just a little too fast, and, pop, whoosh, twirl, launch sequence initiated, and I lost a thruster, which is not the worst. That is absolutely not the worst thing that can happen with a Reliant, let me tell you. It's been a long time since I've had an oopsie in a Reliant, but if you lose a wing, you're screwed. The thruster is bad, because IFCS doesn't want to, has a real bad tendency to want to bias stuff if you've lost, like, a main thruster. Also here, in the top left corner, when you have the inventory open, you can see like items pending and delays and stuff. Whenever you make an inventory change, you want to do that when it is at 0. Because like here, I think, yeah, I tried to equip the FS9 and I'm waiting on it to load, and I also put the AO3, into my ship's inventory, and, well, we'll see exactly how that played out. What happened was, nothing was happening, so I decided, screw it, I'm just gonna go out and do the mission, with just the salvo. That's fine, whatever. And also, yes. So I think that's the helmet I'm using, which is the Morozov. It has to be the helmet, because it's the MacFlex arms and the Lamont undersuit. I don't know. It could be any number of those things. Oh, also, this was absolutely terrifying. I also have to say, I mean, the Salvo's charged shot with the little twirl is just amazing. It's not amazing. It's not super great, because, I mean, that dude, I shot him, he did the, twirl, and then he got back up immediately. Almost immediately. And there, maybe I should have taken damage. I don't know. It's a hard thing to tell, sometimes. Like, maybe he just missed. But maybe I should have taken damage. And you'll also, the time when I did take damage, it was delayed. So that's not great, but, it's better than nothing. And they didn't, like, insta-kill me, which is also good. But also, yeah, so, I mean, they're actually moving around. They're actually firing. I know there's that dude who isn't really maybe acting in the most tactically sound way. Like, I should be really screwed here, especially because I think I do have a gun, a primary weapon, but I am acting as if I don't have it because I'm pretty sure, because I can't count on it. And then when I go into my inventory, I'm like, oh, yep, I have this. Probably would have been nice to have, used this before. Oh, I didn't even notice it didn't correct the animation. Maybe that's just how how you aim the AO3, which is weird. Where you, like, lever it. Oh! Oh, also, yeah, that's not the greatest. That may or may not come back to bite me a little bit. The salvo, the armor clipping into aim down sights. Oh, but I still have the sight on because, oh, yeah. And I know that the dude's up there, so I'm just assuming he's gonna come down. Also, I didn't show any of the looting. Oh, there's also a dude over there. Oh, yeah. Which is, like, one angle that it's, like, I would never think about, but it is actually there. You could theoretically shoot from that position to hit somebody in my position. And I missed. Maybe a hitbox. I don't know. That looked pretty on to me. I'm not gonna pause it, but, I don't know. But hitboxes can be wonky. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so I didn't show any looting, or I don't have any looting here, because I wanted to keep this video as short as possible. So, yeah. Great reaction time there. Great amounts of ammo are in my possession. Just running to cover. I don't know. There are people who say just, like, go guns blazing and don't care, or go slow, and take every bit of cover. And, like, this is, like, the best AI I've seen, right? Like, just keep that in mind. And I still don't have an answer for you, which the game is trying to necessarily go for, especially because if you don't know right now, like the AI that's in game right now in 3.19.1 is not like they are trying to rework, or they are doing a full rework on the AI, and it's currently just being worked on exclusively in the Squadron 42 side of things. It'll be integrated into the game at some point, maybe 4.0 or beyond, which means sometime in the future. Also beautiful. And just make sure your gun's up when you're moving around the corner. That's always a good thing. And the computer's decided to sleep. That's great. Oh. Oh, this. Oh, yeah, this was, yeah, that was just a bad thing on my, that was just a bad place for me to be. And also, yeah, so, IFCS does not like only having one thruster. So, what I needed to do here, because it was trying to tell me to go up, or it was trying to have me, go up, but because I had the left thruster and not the right thruster, it's trying to make me rotate, clockwise. So what I needed to do, and what I do here, eventually, after the scan's complete, is, swap, from, landing gear mode, or, I switch the orientation of the thruster, and just, because it will push me to the right in this configuration, and when this happens, I turn the engines off, so IFCS doesn't do anything, and then I just let myself fall, and it actually worked, and I was like, oh, thank God. Should probably have landing pads as, like, some repair pads. Or, you know, being able to request landing pads, because there are still stations that have landing pads. I think hangars are, except for this one very specific scenario to me, better. And also, frankly, IFCS should just, like, it shouldn't be good for the ship when it doesn't have a thruster, right? But IFCS should be doing a better job of trying to correct all of this. Oh, but also, so I'm just trying to, you know, rank up mercenary missions. That's why I didn't do it, like, an 890 mission, because, it's not with Blackjack, it's with the North Rock, and I don't think that mission is even set up to give you any reputation with them as of right now, so yeah. And I just got to rank 3, which is the defend site from Minor Threat, which is really good at 60,000. It's 60,000 plus a bonus for every AI you keep alive, which is, I mean, you know, 60,000 plus a random number, really, give or take how well the AI does. Maybe you have, like, enemy AI that's so dumb it doesn't get out of the elevator, but, yeah. Just taking a little bit of cover here. Got the FS9. I think I might have tried, I don't know, it might have been something with the ammo. I can't see anything. I don't think I have my flashlight on, which was a great idea in hindsight. But I barely saw a silhouette, and just carefully sweeping through the building. You know. This would be really, well, I don't know. The entire game would be better with friends. And at some point, I swear, I've got a friend. I've got 2 friends, believe it or not, who I have played the game with before, and definitely will play with them in the future, and hopefully have some footage of that. Oh, right. This lovely thing. Where the friendly AI is kind of, oh, what's the word? It's kind of just telling me where, the enemies are, just by where they're pointing, even though that dude is just, like, pointing at the enemy AI through a wall, or was the dude who's, like, that dude right there. Pick up P4, because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna run out of ammo. Pick up the ammo, and I'm gonna go back to that one place, because it's probably the safest place to be. Yeah, I can't wait for, like, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things. I could do an entire video on what I want for, like, bunker missions and FPS gameplay in general. I mean, good lord, don't talk to me about looting. Like, somebody had left a 1SCU box, which I picked up and took with me on my Reliant. And I was, you know, like, oh, I'm going to take it to the FPS bunkers, I'm going to take it to the elevator, I'm going to leave it there, and, you know, take it with me. And those 1SU boxes can barely make it into through the bunker airlock doors. If they were, like, proper airlocks that actually worked, it probably wouldn't be a problem. But they are literally sized, like, to just barely fit. So, that's fun. And also just not worth it, really. Especially when you have, like, the inventory that lags out a lot. Which is, you know, unfortunately pretty common. You gotta be careful. I've been burned around that corner before. Also gotta keep an eye on all of your angles, because, hot damn, there's a lot of them. Oh yeah, definitely one thing that I'm excited for is the FPS radar. Like, because at some point there will be, like, a radar at the bottom of the screen, maybe at the top, who knows. But there will be a radar that says, hey, like, there's enemies here, there's allies here. They could maybe even give you, like, an overlay system. At least for, you know, allies. Maybe, I don't know. That's probably that might be a stretch. Although, actually, I'd have to look back at the last CitizenCon presentation, the 2-hour talk with Chris and Rich, but I'm pretty sure that's kind of how that worked, with an overlay, but not necessarily like a permanent overlay on allies or enemies, you know. That I'm super excited for, so I don't have to have quest markers, and hopefully it can be color-coded. Also, yeah, they're, like, so, should the enemies, like, first shots hit you? I mean, I think probably, like, once in a while, yeah, you know, but, not necessarily every single time. And there, it's like, I don't know, I'm just being, like, super critical of, like, should I have taken damage or should I not have? Something. I shouldn't be, like, completely fine, but I was completely fine, so, yeah. Nice little falling down the little ragdoll down the stairs. Okay, this one I did well. I mean, I will see. Also trying to just remember everything. Oh, lovely scope popping in and out. Can't remember. I don't know. There's always something. There's always something that happens. Even if this is just some relatively plain Jane bunker stuff, and just, yeah, I don't know. I really like this section. I don't know. I could be this. No, I can't remember if I went to a. I remember, like, in the entire session I was playing, I went to the same, like, 3 bunkers, like, 4 times or something like that. And it was just a bit goofy. I probably have gone to the... I've probably been to one of these bunkers, or I've probably repeated one. But yeah. That... I don't know. You know, actually, it could also be dust-up armor. The dust-up armor. I don't know if Yeah, I didn't mention that. I haven't used the dust-up in a long time. I just had it. Oh, I remember this. My rifle wasn't loading. It was stuck at 0. I tried taking the mag out in the inventory. Right! Yeah, that was fun. And that's always... You know, like, there's no problem with the salvo, but just, you know, this setup is making using my pistol completely useless. And I don't want to just wait out in the open for this one dude, because he's not the only one. So I... Oh, yes. Charge. Expecting the dude to pop out. And... nothing. I really do like the salvo's alt fire. Like, I started using a salvo, was like, oh, there's an alt fire. I don't care about that. And now I'm like, you know, like, I don't rely on it, but it's a thing I do, use from time to time. So I'm just like, screw it. I'm just gonna run here. And, yeah. I see that guy, try and shoot him, and he just immediately domes me. And, God, I made these cuts extremely quick. But yeah, and also, I think before I started recording, I did die another time, and I think actually, no, I was at this bunker. I was at this same bunker before I was recording, and I died in the exact same spot. If it wasn't here, no, yeah, I definitely died in the exact same spot, because there's, I'm pretty sure, oh, I think it was actually kind of sad. Yeah, so I had my Reliant, and I repaired my Reliant. Persistence has been really good to me. I don't know, I didn't show it. I remember I did not show it, I believe. But I've actually been able to bedlog in a Reliant. I have been able to, I haven't, like, extensively tested it, but I've done it 2 times, in live. Granted, in 3.19, not 0.1, but, it's worked. And that, I think, is persistence doing its thing, keeping the state of the ship in check. And I even did it on a planet, and, I mean, I can't confirm if it was the exact same location, but, you know. But, in this... Also, yeah, I should have taken damage there, and I didn't. So, like, is this a good system? So, like, is the FPS AI, like, in a super great state right now? No. Nah, not necessarily. And, you know, they are, I mean, they have been, like, you know, they've been, you know, putting band-aids on it, until they can get the new system in. Oh, also, you can double-click on stuff, and it should equip. I wouldn't trust that necessarily, but there's a lot of times where things are rapidly flickering, and it's like, oh, did I actually equip this, or did I not equip this? So, you know, double-clicking might be a option as well, but it could also end in abject failure. Oh, here, I really wanted to bring the, P8, but I was full on guns, so I was like, meh. Oh yes, but, so persistence did fail me, though. Maybe persistence didn't fail me, I don't know. But, when I went to, get my corpse, when I did the corpse run, my Reliant did not spawn. I think, again, I died in that exact same spot, actually, and I brought a Buccaneer the first time, but because I hadn't done a claim on my, Buccaneer, I, brought out the Nomad, and, yeah, so, and I think the Buccaneer was still there for some reason, but the Reliant despawned, which was sad. Although, I don't know, because it wasn't like there was a destroyed Reliant husk, and there should have been, if anything. And yeah, like that, I probably should have taken damage there. I mean, that was, yeah. I guess in all fairness, that would, okay, I'm not gonna complain about me not taking damage there. But yeah. Just running around. Good lord. It looks so silly sometimes. But yeah, I'm... It's nice to know at least... It's nice to see the FPS AI, like, be more active, and I would love, absolutely love to have gotten a mission that involved dogfighting, and I could have done an 890 mission in all fairness, but the service beacons still are like extremely hit or miss as to if, you know, they'll show up for if they'll show up around, if they'll show up, period, or if they'll show up around ArcCorp where I'm operating. It's almost always not ArcCorp for me, although I think that's just luck, genuinely, and it's kind of ridiculous. Oh, this is a place where the hitboxes are wonky. I don't know if this is going to be apparent here. No, I don't think it is. I think nothing spawns here, but I could be confusing that. Let's see. Am I right? Am I wrong? Is that... How much is that? Oh, also, this server had, like, 19 people when I checked. I think in chat, like, the last message somebody said, for, like, an hour, was like, hey, by the way, there's, like, 18 people here. And, yeah, it was... the low population server, high FPS. Those two things aren't necessarily correlated. I mean, it does help, but it's also not like, I don't know. My understanding is that it is, not the only thing, let's say. Also, I totally missed the two dudes who were walking on the lower hallway, or the lower path. Sorry, I have, like, I'm, you know, just watching this back in Blender, and, with, like, the proxy, like, the 25% proxy, so it's a little hard to tell, like, if an ally has a marker over them from my perspective, so I'm like, yeah. I don't know, I was shooting in the back sometimes is, worthwhile. By the way, like, I don't know, okay, so the loot, I think I've mentioned before that, like, we just need to be able to pick up the crates, and I do believe that, but also, like, right now, it doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense, because what that would mean is that all of those containers are also physics objects, which would just slow the servers down. So, like, they should do that. They should absolutely do it so you can just pick up the containers, and, like, picking up a container and not, you know... Picking up a container and just taking it somewhere. You know, eventually, if you do that in a friendly bunker, the friendly AI are probably going to get mad at you. If you do that in a hostile bunker, the hostiles might shoot at you, unless they're all dead. Nobody has said that that is the plan, but I sincerely hope it is the plan, especially because you can pick up a few containers at the wrecks. So I think that is the plan, just, you know, it would not help server performance, and frankly, it's okay if they, it's okay if they take a few, oh geez, a little bit of a bugging out there. There was a dude I thought was there. I was very, very ready to stabby McStab, and then moved back somehow. I don't know, it was very quick. That was also very, okay. Also probably should have taken damage there. I don't know, just... Did I, actually? I don't think I did. Oh, also, I love picking up, I love picking up the heavy security corpses from Blackjack, just because R97, but I'm about to end here, so just, you know, usual outro, you know, until next time, good day, great day even, Chowskis.